So
Now,
who didn't you do the mayor? I thought I saw that on your Facebook.
okay, I lived here 10 years. When she says published photographer, I'm a published photographer. So like I have 144 covers total in 10 years living here. One of them was
That's
the mayor.
amazing.
I worked for a magazine called Real Vegas Magazine. In 2018, I went by her office and it was an interview. Then I'm supposed to shoot her for the cover. Well, they took too long. So I'm walking around waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And finally, when it was my turn, I walked up to her. Now, I already knew, now this is a woman who, at the time I took that picture, she just found out she had stage 2 breast cancer and she's 82 years old.
Wow.
Okay. So I walk up to her and I said, okay, it's my turn. And for some reason, she looked at me and says, how old are you? And at that time, I was 64. I said, 64.
Mm.
And she goes, oh, you're just a baby. And I went, click. I was done.
And ended up
It was a one taker. I was done. In the opinion of my editor, my boss, because I've been working together since day one with the magazine. She goes, you'll never top that picture. You know how Michael Jackson did Thriller and he was trying to top it?
yeah.
I've been trying
There's
to
not
top the
another.
mayor.
Yeah.
I've been trying to top the mayor and I haven't. I got close once. I got real close once.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. And then I know you did Boudoir also. And wasn't there one that had cancer as well? You were pretty big
Yeah.
on the cancer kick.
Boudoir photography was something that I wanted to do, but I was so scared to do it because I didn't want the rest. I was doing portraits and headshots, so I didn't want the perception like I'm this. And photographers or whatever, the perception that people have for photographers is enormous. So here I am doing boudoir. I met this female who, at 48 years old, when she was 23, she was an Oakland Raiders cheerleader, and she showed me pictures when she was a cheerleader. So we met, talked about boudoir. She, for some reason, she called and she goes, I just found out I have stage 4 breast cancer. And I went, what? Now, I was in a relationship with a female who had cancer, so I'm familiar about what they go through, and it's not fun. Okay, so at that time, she had hair. And what had happened was she wanted me to do a boudoir. I don't know where the boudoir thing came from because I never pushed the issue. She just saw my work. She goes, I want you to do a boudoir shoot. But the situation was different because I'm normally doing it in my studio. Well, I went to her house, and the day before we did the shoot, she had a fire in her house.
Oh
The
my
whole
goodness.
place is a mess. It was the greatest backdrop you ever want to see. It really was. So I did the shoot, and then I did one again when she lost her hair, and I combined them both, put it in a book. She came by for the album, and I told her before she came by, I said, you need to bring a box of Kleenex, and that's exactly what she did. And when she saw that book, that's when I knew there's that thing, okay, we're in business to make money, right? But then there's the real reason why we do what we do. And that was my why. To watch a female mature, upper 40s, early 50s, take a look at herself in a manner that's so empowering. And I just looked at her and she cried. And she looked at me and she goes, I'll never forget. She looked at me crying and said, you made me look beautiful.
You brought out the essence, which is what boudoir really is, the essence of bringing out the essence of the person.
I've been doing boudoir for a long time. I've been watching other people do boudoir. I don't like what they do. I don't like the poses. So I made up my own. They misuse the word empowerment, trying to position themselves. We're going to empower you.